You know, but echidnas have four-headed penises.
What?
So I didn't start recording for the freeze on repeat or the potato, but I started it in time for an echidna fact.
I mean, we need to start Jack's weekly penis of the week.
The worst part...
Clearly, this is the best way to start these sessions.
What are you searching for this?
My memory? That's probably a worse answer, but here we are.
Oh.
Let's face it, he's searching up Sonic porn for it.
I said penis jokes, not like...
What have I told you about trying to find human knuckles? It doesn't exist.
Just put a picture of Idris Elba up naked.
Oh, that's in the mind. So,
you know his real name.
Your weekly Jack penis fact of the week. Stay safe. I have crippling depression.
You know, Knuckles' real name is How to Make a Bomb. Look him up on Google.
I really need to set up hotkeys so I can get different emotions on this thing. Because a happy kiwi does not suit this talk.
If
Happy Kiwi is happy to learn about your penis.
Oh.
That's the thing. If you for somehow did not get that joke by Josh, do not look that up. You'll be on a watch list.
I didn't hear the joke. What was it?
Already on a watch list.
Knuckles' real name is How to Make a Bomb. Look it up.
Oh, yeah, no. That's why Jack's already on the watch list, because he tried to find the cat whose name is How to Make a Bomb.
I didn't try, but I did say to Josh, like, if I didn't know a little bit... In fact, no, I didn't even say that. A little part of it was like, yeah, I could believe that. We managed to turn the owner of the creator of Kirby into Big N-word. Like, I can believe it.
I mean, to be fair, my aunt who has several dogs legitimately named a Pomeranian Missile, so she can shout that out loud at a dog park.
See, I'm still holding out hope that that little kitten's name is actually Shithead. And that the owners do quite literally reference it as a single-celled organism. That would just bring me the utmost joy into my life. Either way, greetings everyone, welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Oops.
Do you not mean Dark Mists of Runeterra?
Echoes of the fog through the silence of the dark tides of Devil Darlings.
Nice.
Season 5.
Featuring Devil from the Dante May Cry series.
Featuring Google Maps.
Oh, fine.
Featuring Cafe Martinez.
No!
Okay, I've set myself a challenge now. Can I make one of these PNG tubers of that waitress from the Cafe Martinez?
There is some random Argentinian woman on the other end of the world who knows nothing about hard we are memeing the ever-loving fuck out of her sheer existence. Good lord.
It's fine. It's fine. What you'll realise on Monday when you go through Google Maps again is Argentina's just memeing the hell out of you. You'll just walk down the street on Google Maps and found a poster of one of the edits I've done of you. It's plastered on a wall. Which one is this? It's the coin Jack.
Have you seen this man in your dreams? If you have, call the FBI. We think he's making a bomb.
Oh god.
The different memes of Jack become a trading card game.
I'm sorry, just the thing of if you've seen this man in your dreams thing just reminds me of that Spamton sweepstake video they put out. So that's in the winners. Just the occasional screenshots of Spamton sat on the toilet.
Also, where the fuck are you two?
What?
Huh?
You're not in Roll20.
Oh, shopping.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, my head.
Wait, did I close Roll20?
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
To be fair, my head does block out some of the icons, so I'm having the unfortunate side effect of just having the name Waffleberg under my chin.
Kuiper.
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 Me.
Smoke me a Kuiper. I'll be back for breakfast.
Ooh.
So, last time. You all set off from the village that you've just kind of
It is.
left behind. Someone, a follower of the Thousand Pierce Bear, ended up coming into this village at night trying to break the Aneva egg, only for the poison lady to just melt them. Just
Hooray!
cool.
Blitz and murder.
Kuiper is now slightly terrified of the porcelain lady.
As you should be.
Because it is Alari currently.
The poison lady?
No,
Yes.
who I am at the moment.
Oh yeah, because
poison
since it's a
lady?
new day, you would have to do a roll to see who you woke up as.
The porcelain lady?
Okay, odds
Oh my
don't
god.
even Alari.
Drum roll.
At some point, with some sort of fucking chaos effect,
Odds.
you roll to decide what character you're playing today.
So it's odds. So that's Delris.
If the
Okay.
coin lands on its side, you're playing as a different party member.
I mean, to me,
Has Delris met Fright, by the way?
Delris
yes.
and Alari have both met Fright.
Yeah, because I believe it was Delris
It
at
was-
the party?
Yeah, Delris was at the party.
Yeah, no, because Nico was traveling around with you for that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Stellara and Umpa have gone back to the ship.
Yep.
Umpa
'Cause
didn't
we-
want to go, but was forced to.
I said I'd bring her back a souvenir.
Yes, there is the giant black eye sculpture.
Yeah, I'm not touching that thing.
It will make the perfect. Anyway,
Oh, that's what one of the other sending stones was. George.
George.
Who?
George.
Oh, the family friend to Alari and
George?
Delris.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I forgot about them.
Gorge.
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 Gorge the Gungle.
George and Freeman.
George
Jorge.
I see you.
Gorge the
So-
Gungans.
Horge.
Just to point out, she has the party sending stones for everyone in the party. Then
Yep.
she has Nico, now the guy who owns a magic shop, Riven, Draven, Callista, Rel, Needly, Clara, Alcoholic Mother, Misfortune, and George.
I can't believe that the twins are quite literally setting up Runeterra's version of Facebook. I mean,
And
the
I'm
faces are on. It's face.
version of Facebook.
It's face stone. The little faces are on the sending stones. It's face stone.
Yeah,
That's what it is now. Congratulations,
Delris-
you're Mark Zuckerberg.
Delris paints the faces of everyone on the stones.
We found out the
So-
twins' last name. It's Zuckerberg.
Oh no, it's Ncorin, but you know, the twins have always had their last name visible.
So, after
Korenberg.
a bit of travelling, you came across a small caravan with a group of people just walking alongside of it, and the caravan itself being pulled by a snowy owlbear. You found out that,
Snalber.
yeah, no, as soon as you saw it, Mariah was attached to its head.
Oh, I've never used that either.
Jesus.
Sorry, no, I've just realized I've never used my Belt of Ruby Mastery yet.
Oh no, I wasn't saying Jesus to that. Well, a little bit, but also the fact that I just looked down and realised it's 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock.
We've not even fully started.
I still have.
Oh, yeah.
The joys of being late. So, you found out that these people were followers of Orn, the brother of Volibear. And as such, since they are forgers and smiths, you decided now would be a good time to offload some stuff and buy some new stuff. Everyone ended up getting some stuff of their own, aside from the twins, which we are doing now because they are actually here to do so now.
The one thing I will be selling
Yes.
is my Idol of Sorcerer Fury.
Idol of...
I put it in the chat.
Thank you, because you were kind of breaking up for a little bit there. Of Sorcerer's Fury.
Yeah. I've not had a use for it pretty much the entire time since I stole it.
Price. I love the fact that you had to add that onto until you stole it.
I also love that Alari has 2 mystery keys in her inventory.
I just had to take a moment then of pause because I tried to look up the price for the Idol of Sorcerer Fury.
Yeah.
And it came up D&D Beyond, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the Genie, $1.99, Twilight Domain, $1.99, With the Fury, $1.99, like dollar prices for actual little books. But for a second then I thought like these were actual items now and are going. So Tasha's Cauldron of Everything prices things in dollars, that's weird.
No, it's a homebrew item. So
Oh shit.
it can do to
What rarity was it in the thing?
it is uncommon.
Uncommon, okay.
Yeah, I kind of de-attuned to it a while ago because I've been using it.
So yeah, that's roughly how much it would be.
It's really good, but no one in the party needs me to do this to them.
Yep. So are you looking for anything in particular as a trade or to try and get, or are you just after gold or something?
Any kind of spell scrolls, odd potions, like not just healing potions, but any other potions as well.
Okay. Given that I found this chart for this last week.
I don't need weapons currently. I'm kind of good for weapons because I have my staff from the Sentinels, and I've got my knuckle dusters, my ice knuckle dusters.
They do have a rack of potions. Because if I
Yep.
recall right, it was Kuiper that bought one.
So how much do I get for the Idol of Sorcerer's Fury?
They go over it, just have a quick look at its quality, realise it's not really been used that much, so it's going to be towards the higher end. And they deem it to be worth around 400 to 450.
Okay. I also have the Wenge staff, but I don't really know what that does.
The what stuff?
Wenge staff. You gave it me last time when I was talking to the frickin' Phoenix egg.
Sorry, the wedge staff?
Wenge staff. I have no idea what it is.
Hold on. What the fuck are we whinging about over here?
Oh god.
I'm still trying to work that one out myself.
Well, I found it in the cave with the egg.
Egg.
You called it a Wenge staff.
Hold on. You found a winch/winch staff in a cave with an unborn child.
I am actually looking this up to see if I can find what the thing.
You're looking up a child in a cave. That's disturbing.
Please tell me that you got it written down somewhere. Wenge staff. Jesus.
I have no fucking idea. That's
Wenge staff.
That's what you like.
Hey folks, welcome to D&D, the game where half of us have magical items that we've never used and just stay in our inventory.
Okay.
Because, you know, we'll eventually forget about them and shit happens.
I remember what it is now. Essentially put, it's a staff where you can use it as a spellcasting focus. When you cast a damage-dealing spell using this item as your spellcasting focus, you gain a +1 to 1 psychic damage roll of the spell.
Oh, yeah, it was the psychic damage thing.
Yeah, it's also an uncommon item.
So it kind of holds us. Can I get anything for this?
Gets a reward from a god. Oh god, I can't wait to sell this.
No, I don't have any spells.
I mean,
None.
luckily...
Psychic damage.
Yeah, I was about to say, luckily it's Delris, because I was about to say, whinging is not uncommon for Alari.
Well, if you really wanted to sell this, sure, but for a bit extra cost, we could probably change the attunement of what type of damage this will do.
It's only like an extra D4 damage, isn't it?
No, it's just a flat +1.
Yeah, that's not really worth it for an attunement slot.
Fair. So it would be around 400 as well.
Okay, so it's 800 on top of what I've already got.
Yep.
Well,
And-
say like 50 on top of what I've already got.
You wanted to look at potions.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got around 800 just then.
Yeah.
What kind of potions would you be after specifically?
I almost went into Alari's voice then. Well, what did they do?
Well, we've got several of them here. I could try and go off some of them. I'm assuming you don't want the healing type stuff.
I mean, they'll be useful later, but I want to know what other stuff you've got first.
Okay, so going over some of the lesser cost ones, we've got potions of climbing. We've got this one here, which is a filter of love.
Love.
Basically, it makes whoever drinks it charmed by the first creature they see for the first 10 minutes.
Oh. Might be useful, but later.
Got a potion of poison.
Potion of... That's an oxymoron.
Basically, looks like a potion, but it's actually poison.
I forgot that I've got bread. Sorry. I'm distracted looking through my inventory. I very rarely actually through this twins inventory. So
I know that technically this one isn't... Well, it still goes along with the idea of healing, but it's not health healing. It's an elixir of health, essentially, but drinking it removes any diseases, removes blindness, deafness, paralyzation, poison.
Okay. That's lesser restoration, the potion.
Pretty much. We've got a potion of fire breathing.
That sounds fun.
Potion of heroism.
What does that do?
Makes you feel like you can tank stuff a bit better. Essentially, put out character-wise, gains you 10 temporary hit points, as well as the effects of the bless spell.
I do like a good potion of heroin.
We've got potion of water breathings, potion of animal friendship.
Combine that with a filter of love to create an abomination of a story.
Potion of growth and potion of diminution. Diminution. I can't say that word.
Diminution?
Potion of growth.
Sure. Potion of gaseous form. Potion of resistance. Potion of speed.
Okay. So, potion of speed, how much is that one?
That'd be around 400.
400.
It's a very rare potion.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna make note of these as well, just while I'm asking.
Okay.
The potion of heroism, how much is that?
Potion of heroism is 180. And this is going off of a potion cost list that I found.
Potion of gaseous form?
That's 300. Also, we are kind of running out of that one, as I believe one of your friends already did buy one of these.
Okay. What does the potion of resistance do?
Gains you resistance to a type of damage that I choose. Well, given that it's the Freljord kind of brewed this one
Magic
here,
says that out loud and he's just like, ooh.
given that we brewed it here, essentially put... We've got a couple of them, essentially put. One of them will give you resistance to ice and frost damage.
Mm-hmm.
The other one will give you resistance to fire.
Okay. I don't need that. Not those ones. Speed, what does that one do again?
Potion of speed.
Yeah.
Puts you under the effects of the haste spell for a minute.
That's what I thought it did. Okay, that's enough for potions for now. Do you have any spell scrolls?
Spell scrolls. Let's have a good look at that. Spell scrolls.
I have got a lot. I've got quite a bit of money because the twins never spend their money for the most part.
Oh, glorious days. We actually have, from the same site, a spell scroll price list as well.
Oh, nice.
So,
The twins very rarely spend.
spells also have a rarity based on the level. What kind of level spell were you after?
Well, tell me what you've got in stock. Because anything, cantrips, level 1s, anything can be useful.
We've got a. I'm gonna do some rolls for this actually. Let's see. How many cantrip to level 1s? They've got 9 of those. They've got 3 of the uncommon ones, which is level 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got 2 that are 4 to 5.
Is one of those...
And for shits and giggles, I'm going to do an odds or evens for the last one. Odds, no. Evens, yes. No.
Do you have a Scroll of Revivify?
Scroll of Revivify. Let me just check. It's just like open up the scrolls to try and find them to see which of they are. You really think that we would label these, but quite frankly, we picked these up from different places and each of them have different languages.
Mm-hmm.
So it is
If you need help reading anything, I am here.
So it is an uncommon. So technically, that is 3. Yeah, we do actually happen to have one.
Oh, how much?
Yeah, again, this is one of the more costlier type ones, given it's one of the higher level spells of that type.
Yeah.
So this is going to be around 350 to 400.
Let's say 350 on my list for now. Scroll of Dimension Door.
I was just gonna say Scroll of Dementia. Can't remember what it does.
Dimension Door. Dimension Door is a 4th level spell, which would come under the one where there's only 2 spells, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have to roll for this one to see. You are in luck, my friend. One of these actually is Dimension Door.
I'm guessing the same price?
Oh, unfortunately, Dimension Door is a lot rarer. That's going to be around... This is on the lower end of that, so that's going to be around 600.
Okay. What cantrip and level 1 spells do you have?
How many did I roll for that? 9, so I'm going to say 5 cantrips, 4 level 1s.
Okay.
So, cantrip-wise, we've got ourselves a Dancing Lights. We've got ourselves a Friends.
Mm-hmm.
We've got ourselves Minor Illusion. We've got Shape Water. And we've got ourselves a Toll the Dead.
That's good. How much do your cantrip scrolls cost?
The cantrip ones, they're just 50 gold each.
So that's...
And first level spells, we have Armor of Agathis, Catapult, Compelled Duel, and this one's quite an interesting one.
Hmm?
Hunter's Mark. Rare that you find a Hunter's Mark spell itself. Normally that's just a ranger's secret, but someone managed to write it down.
And how much are your level 1 spell scrolls?
They're towards the higher end, but that's still only like 100.
100 each. What about level 2 spells?
Level 2 spells. Well,
Or did I get both of those with Revivify and... Or did I look at both of those with Revivify and...
Revivify was one of them. The Dimension Door was actually a level 4 spell.
Okay.
So technically there are 2 more to check there.
What are those ones?
Okay, so let me just quickly remind myself what spell thingy Revivify was. Sorry, this is taking a while, by the way. I didn't expect to have to go through a lot of spells, but here we are. So that's the 3rd level.
I'm just,
So it's going to be two level ones that are left.
what are your level 2 spells?
Cloud of Daggers. And Hold Person. Oh, no, wait, sorry. No, I read that entirely wrong. It's still the Cloud of Daggers,
Yeah.
but I read the other one wrong. Sorry, it's because it's in Ionian. I'm not too good at Ionian.
Yep.
It's Jim's Glowing Coin. Oh, sorry,
Not
I just saw
Jim's
Jim's
Glowing
Glowing
Coin.
Coin there as a spell. I was like, I've got to use that.
How much are your level 2 spells?
My level 2 spells are around 150 to 200. I'd say 150 for Jim's and 200 for the Cloud of Daggers.
Okay. Let me just add up.
What the hell does Jim's Glowing Coin even do? Okay, I like that. That's fun.
Wow.
As you put, when you cast it, you hurl it. It costs a coin, 2 extra gold coins, which are consumed as tax for using the spell.
Huh.
When you cast it, you hurl the coin that is the spell's material component to any spot within range, which is 60 foot. The coin lights up as if under the effect of a light spell. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of the coin will succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be distracted for the duration. When distracted, they have disadvantage on perception checks and initiative rolls.
So,
Essentially, but it's a good way to sneak around places.
I am going to buy all of these.
Okay, I assume you got the coin, yes?
Oh yeah, I've just added it up then. After buying all of those, I still have 1,147 gold left.
Jesus.
The twins don't spend their money often.
Yeah, it's a pleasure doing business with you there. And as with... Oh.
Just before you go.
Yes?
How many healing potions do you have?
What strength of healing potions are you after?
What quality have you got?
Just messages Alari like, I can make those, you know.
Just kind of replies back. Yeah, I can also cast Cure Wounds, but it's good to have some just in case.
Makes sense.
So, healing potions, just your basic ones. We've got plenty of those. Greater healing, we've got around 10 of those. Superior healing, we've got 5. Supreme healing, we've got only 1.
How much are Supreme Healing Potions again?
Given they are under very rare, but given I also have the thing right here. Potion of Supreme Healing.
Premium helium.
Supreme Healing. That's 1,350. It's an extremely rare potion, this one. But
And your base potions are like 50 gold each?
yeah.
I will take 6.
Okay. And you'll hand them over for a coin. And as you do so, you are handed essentially put what seems to be a fancy wooden mug with a topper in it.
Mug?
You're handed this by a different member of the caravan. A large, basically large male, seemingly a bit feeling the cold a bit more than the others are. But you still clearly see his face, and compared to the rest, he does have a bit of a different look to him.
Okay.
He does not look Freljordian, essentially put.
Just gonna look at it, it's like, mug?
Soup?
Why? Soup.
Soup. Hot soup. Every
Oh.
customer gets one.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Demacia speciality.
Oh, you're from Demacia.
Yeah, it used to be, until I started traveling around with these lot.
What kind of uncommon magical items are you carrying currently?
Uncommon magical items.
Out of curiosity, what is a Demacian doing with magic salesmen?
You see, I used to be a blacksmith over in Demacia. You know, forging my best. And then I heard whispers about a god of fortune. So I came to the Freljord to see about it. And I hooked up with these guys. And well, yeah, there's a lot of magic here going on and such. I'm keeping a surprisingly open mind about it.
Interesting.
Plus, these guys, they're not really using magic themselves too much.
Do you
I do have.
guys, sorry, perchance have a
No,
bag
it's
of,
okay.
Have I?
perchance have a bag of holding?
Oh yeah, we got one of those.
How much?
That would be roughly. Price. Depends type, weight limit. That does not help. Although it's like, how much is a bag of holding? Well, that depends. So a bag of holding is a...
Just the absolute base one, which is like 500, I think. 500.
Yeah,
like,
it's an
weight.
uncommon, so it would be around 500.
So she'll buy the bag of holding as well, because the twins don't have one.
Well, if you have... when it comes to bag of holdings, you've got two choices here. You've got this one that we just got in brand new, that's 500. Or we could sell you this one here that's... it's 400, but that's because we've been hearing noises coming from it.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Yes.
Delris is not good at Arcana, but...
You know, at the very least, bags shouldn't be talking.
Kuiper,
Hmm?
is there anything weird about that bag? It's talking. Or making noises.
Talking?
So, you've heard a little bit of a rumor about bags of holding, about the planes they connect to, and about a certain entity that dwells in those planes that calls itself the Bagman.
Fuck right off. Out of character.
In character, fuck right off.
It's like,
You're like, jokingly like, oh, it could be the bagman. Then listens. Oh, it could be the bagman.
What's a bagman?
Not sure.
You would know it to be a bit of a legend that's got around, hailing from Ionia.
Somewhat of an Ionian children's tale.
Like a kind of a demon that just inhabits its own dimension, that it can come, that connects to bags of holding.
Yeah, he'll reiterate.
I'll just take the normal one.
Yeah, right, probably the safer choice, but some people like the adventure, and they'll hand it over at 500.
Yep.
What adventure is there in being consumed?
After that, I still have 347 gold pieces.
Well, if you're after uncommon magical items, I can have a rummage through and see what there is.
Usually they cost around like 500-ish. I've got around 300 something left.
Look for the commons then?
Nah, I'm good. For now. Wait, do you have any sending stones?
Alekxander will just look at you and go, oh, fuck off.
I'm starting to run low!
You're starting to run low. You've got an entire fucking bag dedicated to the bastard things.
No, I
Alekxander has two. One to contact you when I lose you to pet, and another for my hot boyfriend.
Okay. Sending stones. Let's see if we got any sending stones that aren't powered up.
I'm kind of like, I don't have any more pairs to give out now. I've used my 11.
We've got we've got 3 pairs.
Oh, how much?
Oh, fuck off.
250 each for the pair.
We're going to end this fucking journey connected to the entire continent by accident.
250 each?
Yeah.
Per pair?
Yeah, 250 for a pair, essentially.
Okay.
It's because they're kind of hard to come by here in the Freljord, you gotta understand.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. I had like 11 pairs of these things, and I'm kind of running low on them now.
I don't believe that you have 11.
Yeah, again, I need to point this out as well. Do you remember that site I found last week where it gives prices where it's, here's what they recommended prices, here's the sane price.
Yeah.
The sane price for sending stones is 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
Because they are counted as game-changing.
Well, this is the thing. Delris is just using them as cell phones.
I know, that's why I'm not charging you the 2,000.
But I have already given out my 11 set. So until I get more, I can't get more. What else do I have that I could possibly...
Alekxander seems to have gained a tick, which is just shaking his head constantly and consistently. No, he's doing it.
What does this do? I have a Fellstone of Insight. I don't remember what it does. I know I'm attuned to it. I think it ups my wisdom.
I love the idea that if this carries on like this, we can just call the episode Delris Goes Shopping. I've just stated that because I just looked at how long we've been recording it. It's coming up to 40 minutes.
Sorry.
It's fine.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
So, yeah. So that's giving it's my attunement item that's increasing Alari's wisdom score by 2. Which means she actually has a bonus to wisdom instead of it being a flat 0.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll keep that. Just trying to think of what else I could trade to get other 2 pairs. I can afford 1 pair.
He's going to roll an insight on you.
I have a broken jawbone.
So you're really after these, aren't you?
Yeah, I use them to keep in touch with my friends all over the place.
And if I recall right from your friends here, you're heading over to that citadel.
Kinda.
Hey, wait, I said that. Did I say that?
I believe you did, yes.
Oh, wait, I have a magical item. Bow staff.
Well, I was about to say, if you're willing to do a bit of a favor for us, we can just give you the other two.
Okay. What favor?
Or at the very least, we can give you one half of the other two, and then when you bring the favor back to us, we can give you the others.
Sorry.
Like, what favor would you want, though?
We need you to pick up a certain item that's being held in the citadel and bring it back
What?
with you.
What item?
It's a special forging hammer that the troll stole off us some time back. It's a valuable artifact of Orn's.
See, the problem is I'd rather not spend any more time in that Did we just lose?
Zach.
I'd rather not spend any more time in that citadel or go off the beaten path that we're set than needed, because me and Alekxander are Iceborns, so going to the
Let's
citadel...
keep an eye out, can't we?
Oh, it's going there in the first place is a massive risk because she wants to freeze us in ice so the Watchers can feast on our dreams.
I mean, let's put it this way. Even if you don't find the hammer, you may come out of it with some valuable stuff that you could get the other house for anyway.
Well, that's what I was about to do. Like, here, I have this magical bow staff.
Alright.
It turns
Alari,
into...
I think he's trying to gain a regular customer, you tit.
Huh?
He's trying to offer your stone so you can contact him, you know, and buy
Yeah,
and sell things. Just take
But-
it.
I don't want to go rummaging around in the citadel for a hammer.
Now I'm
Like,
just
I'd
sad.
rather not be going there at all.
Would you like Alekxander to hold on to that sending stone? We can tell you if we find hammer, and we can tell you if we found anything you might like.
You know what? Sure, I'll take you up on that.
So, this bow staff can turn into a longbow, a short bow, nunchucks, billy clubs, and a longbow. Wait, why is that twice? I was just going down my list and it was like, wait.
I really wanted to just keep repeating. Can turn into a long bow, a short bow, a billy club, a long bow, a short bow, a billy club, a long bow. Wait.
Just running down the list of things and it was like, wait, why is longbow twice?
I have to question this one thing now, Dion. Is this the sentinel weapon?
No, it's not. My sentinel
Okay.
weapon doesn't transform. This is the one that I got before because I really wanted to be more versatile in combat.
Yeah,
But then gave me the sentinel weapon and there was no fucking point in using it anymore.
that's fair. So, if I recall right, I made this a rare item.
Yeah, I paid a lot for this item.
50 rare item costs. Okay. Yeah, that could pay for a couple of sending stones and, well, for all three of the sending stone pairs. And then some.
How much?
It's worth 5,000.
I'm not poor again! Wait, are you willing to buy it?
We may need to offload some items to try and make up the cost, because we don't exactly have 5,000 gold on us.
Hammer. But only one hammer. Specific hammer.
Specific hammer, the one that has the wings that flies. What the fuck was that?
I mean... Was there anything you guys wanted that you couldn't afford? Like...
I don't think so. I have everything I need.
Alekxander is just happy completing his weapon trifecta.
Okay.
I just found something then that's just given me pause.
Actually, no. Alexander does need to complete the weapon quadfecta. He hasn't got a fucking lance. Or is it a halberd?
Halberd, I believe we were saying last week.
How much is your what halberd? And how much?
I don't know. I never asked them if they had any fancy halberds.
So,
Do you have any halberds?
yeah, let's just have a look. The thing
Oh,
I
good
just
lord.
found is a common wondrous item called Medal of the Meat Pie
Yeah.
that just gives you temporary hit points if you press it to your mouth. And I love it. It's dumb.
Just
So, Fifi, halberd. Yeah, we do actually have a fancy little magical halberd here.
how much? And what does it do?
This unfortunately is also a rare item, though.
Ah.
Well, you can't tell us without telling us what it does, surely.
Essentially, but you speak the command word. It grows to twice its length, giving you extra reach. And each hit also deals fire damage.
Ooh. Ooh. If I used weapons, that would sound fun. Wait. You're saying you don't have gold?
We have some gold, we just don't have 5,000 worth of gold.
But I just traded you like at least nearly 4,000 for all the stuff I just bought. Then it'd be 750 off the 5,000 for descending stones. Then whatever my friends gave you buying their stuff.
Yes, and we also bought a lot of stuff off them as well. Add on to that, we've got to minus living costs.
Yeah.
So,
So go on, how much is this halberd?
5,000.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I was gonna be nice and buy someone something, but I'm not buying you that.
It's hard to say. What about longbows? Got to complete the entire trifecta of oversized weapons.
5,000 for a halberd that doubles its length upon a command word and deals extra fire damage. Essentially put, it's already a reach weapon. It already goes to 10 foot. Does it make it go 20 foot?
And yet, I can get a rod that does similar for nearly 300.
What a strange way to talk about your penis.
I mean, I am a Minotaur, so yes. But
Oh, that's pain.
So, what about a longbow? You got any longbows in there?
I got some longbows, yeah. In fact, given this whole situation, we have a longbow here that actually is an uncommon magical item. Therefore, it's going to be a bit more on the affordable side.
Okay.
Essentially put, when you knock an arrow in this and fire it out, it has a chance of multiplying that arrow.
Huh.
Essentially put, it's a 50-50 chance of it firing either just the arrow you fired off or a second arrow.
You want that, Alexander?
Does like you said that Alexander, he is a little bit of one-trick pony. It wouldn't hurt to branch out a little.
How much?
That one's going to be around 750.
Okay, so that'd be 1,500 off the 5,000 cost of the bow staff.
Yes, but there's also the other thing as well.
What?
At least if you're paying for hers.
Hers? What hers? Hers who?
Mariah just pops up.
What's that?
She seems to be holding a metal bottle.
What is that?
That, I believe, is what she's holding there, is a bottle of boundless coffee.
No.
Limited. Not a bottomless. No, boundless. This scares Alekxander.
Yeah, no, we're not giving the already hyper and insane Yordle coffee.
I mean, it
How
would
much
be
is that?
Kuiper.
I'm only asking.
That's only 50 gold. It's a common item.
I'll buy it for Kuiper, not for Mariah.
Okay, so this thing carries delicious warm coffee. The bottle comes with a stopper, which is attached to the bottle by a little chain. Even when opened, the bottle won't accept any liquid other than the coffee it produces. The coffee inside is always comfortably warm, and none of the heat can be felt through the bottle. Each time you drink the coffee, roll a d20. On a 1, it refuses to dispense coffee for the next hour. If you pour coffee from the bottle rather than drinking from it, the coffee vanishes the moment it leaves the bottle.
Also, Lee,
Yes.
do they have that meat pie medallion?
Yes.
I want it. How much?
That was 150. And on
I
top of
came back at the weirdest time.
that, the poison lady, because I may as well use them to point out some of these things, is going to point something out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't this be just a lovely for Umpa as the little gift?
Mm.
She's going to point
What?
to the back, and on the back there is a plush Yeti.
Just kind of like,
Essentially put, I'm using the rules for the Cuddly Strixhaven mascot for this.
Yeah!
just kind of looks at the side like, how much?
That's 50.
Umpa is going to be absolutely fearless.
It's like, that was dirty, porcelain lady, playing on my thing for Umpa.
Hey, you said yourself that you'd get the little one a gift. This is a gift.
Do you have anything that, like, grows flowers? Like, common stuff?
Grows flowers.
Yeah, like anything. Plant, makes flowers, or just common things, minor enchantments.
I'll have to see. Let's see if I can find something of that.
Just gives me a pot of awakening. Like, here.
No,
Wake
we
up
are not going down that. We're not going down the Yule's route again.
No, we just get shrub back. Just, like, wake up a shrub. Again.
I
Like
mean,
Foku
you
did.
say that, but do you not remember what happened with Yule's? He created an alarm plant.
He did.
Alarm, alarm.
Alarm! Alarm! Alarm!
There actually is.
What?
He will pull out what seems to be a staff.
A staff?
This, my friend, is Willow's staff of flowers.
Staff of flowers?
Staff of flowers. You wanted something that creates flowers and plants? This can do it.
How much?
150. Still a common item.
Yeah.
It also technically counts as a simple melee weapon too, which is funny.
Just smack someone
Yeah,
with it and
it's
mushroom grows out of their head.
It's a versatile weapon.
Right, I need to actually note down what I bought with this.
You also may want to note down what this thing does as well.
1 second. Let me make a note here. Can you not just send me the link to it?
I could, but it's on that odd site thing, so I don't know if this would work.
Okay, just tell me. What's it do?
Hang on. I'll send you the link anyway, just to see if it works or not. Come on. I think stuff's going a bit slow at the moment because I'm technically running Roll20 OBS and the little PNG thing at the same time. Oh my god, we got a Ranna. I just spotted her pop into Roll20.
Yeah.
Because quite literally, the little aloe picture that you've been using, or the little Doki avatar, is quite
Okay.
literally...
It's aloe.
It's the little aloe one. It's quite literally nose booping my Kiwi that I'm using.
Okay. So yeah, it did show up.
Okay. So yeah, that is what it does. Why is
Uh,
it now changed from Yeti's Vigil to Waffles with Vigil to Pingus's Vigil?
and
Good question.
Yeti plush, the meat pie medallion.
I'm terribly sorry that I'm late, everybody. I
It's
did not
good.
mean to go.
It's fine. We have not moved away from the stall yet, as Delris is doing her shopping, which has led into a whole thing of, my god, that was a lot to sell, that's a lot to buy. I don't think they've got enough money to buy some shit.
Kuiper's got the thingy.
The coffee. In fact,
Coffee.
I'm going to say this, Kuiper.
Yep.
If you want to, we can reflavor that to be tea.
He intends to put tea in it.
You can't. It'd just disappear.
Yeah, at the moment it would disappear because it won't allow anything but coffee.
He'll
So-
find a way.
That's why I'm saying, if you want to, we can reflavor it to be tea.
All of a sudden,
what's it
gravy
called?
comes out.
It is the bottle of boundless coffee, but it would now be the bottle of boundless tea.
I mean, there are types of tea that are just as strong as coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So that is 1,900 gold off the 5,000 of the bow staff.
And with that, we can afford the rest.
Cool. So that'd be 3,000 and 3,100 gold, which puts me back up to just under what I have started. Right.
Which, well, that does sound impressive in that lot. Let's not forget that last session, Potoo pawned off a potion that was worth 9,000 gold.
Yeah.
But yes,
I mean,
Nope.
Potoo's only 3,000 off from having 9,000 gold at the moment, so he's not too bothered.
so they'll let you be like, so, you've got the sending stones. Are you keeping one of the halves with us in case you need to contact us for anything, or are you wanting to keep them for other uses?
Yeah, for now I'll give you one.
Alexander's just
For
holding his,
now!
like, hang on. I've already got one.
Yeah, and then she bought it, so we gave her the other half. Like, she outright bought all 3 sending stones.
Yeah,
Xander's wazzing this thing at you.
I'll just like catch it with deflect missile, like.
He held his goals first. This is an unarmed strike, don't question it.
Yeah,
You can't catch what I don't hit with.
You can't bite what I...
so you can't catch what she didn't hit with, but please just make me a quick dex check to see if you could just catch it.
Okay.
Given that you only have to beat an 8, yes, you catch it.
Just out of the air. And just kind of hands one half
Not even
back.
impressive. It's just like catching a slowly tossed tennis ball because I've thrown it so poorly.
Alright.
Just hands it back to the... Hands one half back to the shopkeeper. It's like, we'll be in touch.
Alright.
I'll get that other half back eventually.
Alright.
I see Alexander's only allowed to keep a fucking sending stone if it's got a toy boy on the other end.
You're the one who threw it. I was just
As you,
the other half.
I don't need two for you!
as you say
I
that,
was gonna give it back the other half.
as you say that, Alexander, the Damassian chef just gives you a wink.
I'll give it back. Please. It's important.
Alekxander, just make me a investigation check.
Investigation? Oh no. Oh
Alexander
no!
begins to do the kissy lips.
You still pass. That wasn't all high DC because you're still holding that soup cask,
Oh.
and you realise there's an odd bump in it. And as you look down, there's a sending stone tied to it. Essentially put, he's done his version of giving you his number.
Just looks at Delris, just does the sassiest little shoulder thing, goes, well, I guess what I say comes true sometimes, yes?
No, I think add to the list. No, I'm keeping track of all the sending stones, not just my own.
Oh, why do I do this to myself? Either way. So, with all your business done, the caravan will start to move off on its way. Back down south towards Naljag. And the rest of you carry on your way to the Foundling Village.
So I have now added to the list of sending stones the shopkeepers, but also the Damasian toy boy.
Oh,
Demasian toy boy.
Speaking of Demasian toy boys, let's all agree
God.
to trust that one about it. We can throw him.
I was about to say, I don't know if that just picked up on the screen or not, but wow, Roll20 just had a giant freak out and now the screen's gone black for the most part.
It's not black for me.
No, trust me, I think that was just on my screen as quite literally Google Chrome itself, when I clicked at that, was just a black screen. Not
Oof.
even like any tabs are out. And I think that's just like something was having an issue with it. That was weird. Let me just refresh the page so I can get that back looking normal.
That was the longest shopping trip Alexander has ever done, and Alexander has a wife. Let's save her.
Well, I said you carried on after that to my God, what the hell's happening with Roll20? Never mind, it's not Roll20. What the hell's happening with Google Chrome? Never mind that. What the hell is happening with
Sure that Robin Bedrooms will cook themselves for that.
So,
Alexander has fallen into a hidden trap hole.
we're back. We're back, and Jesus, sorry about that. You may notice my little face has gone from the bottom left, and that's because yeah,
That's
It's a virus.
it's not a virus. It just
Your
took up
computer
way
has
too much
virus.
processing, or something like that. It took up way too much memory and decided I can't run this Roll20 and OBS and Discord
We can
all at
fix
the
your
same
computer,
time.
but you'll have to give us a deck of many things to make it possible.
Your computer now belongs to us. Don't worry. We'll only use it for blackmail. It's fine.
Hey, all I'm saying is it's a good job I decided to do a test run with it with this. If that happened halfway through us recording something like Grounded, that would have been bad.
Yep.
So, you're making your way towards the Foundling Village. And if I recall right, I said that you'd be arriving there early afternoon, like mid-afternoonish. Given that it took you pretty much all day to get from your boat to Yeti's Vigil, and it's a shorter distance from there. So you're arriving mid-afternoon.
Nice.
Let me open up another tab and crash everything again. Nope. Foundling Village. I just need to look up this place. Okay. So as you approach this place, it is actually occupied.
Occupied by who?
Is this place supposed to be occupied?
Seems to be occupied by humans.
Humans.
You're seeing a lot of females around, maybe like mothers and such, keeping an eye on the kids. The kids see you all approaching and just kind of rush off to the mothers as if, oh no, strangers.
I do
Stranger
love the money.
danger.
Put stealth out the window.
There seems to be some men around as well, but not as many as the kids or the females.
Hmm. What's the state of this place?
Oddly enough, quite well kept.
Hmm. Kind of looks.
Like, seems to be actually a proper village. Like, there is actually a tavern here. There's several shops and such. You see a blacksmith. You see a tailor.
I'm not going to
Impressed.
lie, Alexander did not think we were going to find so many non-trolls this far north.
I didn't realize that you Freljordians had a concept of what a tailor is. I thought you all wore armor and fur.
I mean, that's
Need
still
to
required.
tailor that shit, you silly bastard.
That's an armorer, not a tailor.
Up here, they're one and the same, my dude.
Fair enough.
But, yeah. I didn't expect to find a village here. There isn't supposed to be people living this close to the Citadel.
Fascinating.
So many children, I wonder if Lysandra started farming.
So this is point.
I was trying to be somewhat humorous about that, but the more Alexander
Uh,
thinks about it, he believes that.
Started farming. Wonderful, interesting.
Take it we didn't see this the last time we were around this area.
No,
I mean, that would create a pretty good source of food.
the last
Anyway,
time he was more down this side of it, whereas this is...
Right, so it's not just kind of appeared.
No.
so this has pointed out something rather interesting that I would like to point out now. It appears that the information that we have access to is flawed.
It's not
I
bad.
mean, not that we have much.
It's... People aren't meant to be able to live this close. Yeah, because of Troll, Lysandra, the Watchers. It's unheard of.
As soon as you say the Watchers, there are several of them.
Is
that
it?
just You hear like a bit of a around the town.
I'll just kind of... someone.
Apologies, it's unheard of, yet this individual, this Lysandra and the Watchers, see themselves as rulers.
Well,
I mean,
the
a citadel is just a fancy word for a large building similar to a castle or a cathedral.
No, as far as I know, Lysandra sees herself as a ruler, yes, of some sort. But the Watchers are trapped under the ice. They're more prisoners from the void than anything else, and Lysandra's trying to keep them trapped.
A ruler dethroned is still a self-entitled ruler.
She's just gonna walk over to one of the villagers, like, hi.
Stranger, hi.
Hey.
They're just humans, or are they actually Iceborne?
They look human.
You know, I said that you might have been farming, but these aren't even Iceborne. What the fuck are they doing up here?
You don't know that they're not Iceborne, because Iceborns just look like people.
Shush, I'm assumptive.
So,
I would like to point out, Alexander, again with the concept: if there's a ruler, there's a kingdom.
how
Which
are you?
means there's people.
How are you living up here with all the trolls, Lysandra, and everything?
What do you mean?
I mean, she takes people, and the trolls, they're kind of attack on sight kind of people.
The trolls are a
really?
bit of an issue, but we do have our own protectors of this village, so they're not too much of an issue. And Lysandra doesn't bother with us.
There's
Tell
no one
me,
for Iceborne?
There are some Iceborne among us, but we have more value than just being taken, I guess.
what is your value?
Well, the men of the village, they work for her.
How so?
The part of the force, the Frost Guards.
Ah, you were right, Alexander, just not in the way that you thought.
They become
That
thralls.
makes some sense. I need to fight at least 3 of them, I think. They're on my
To
list.
my understanding, a frost guard is different from a thrall. The thralls are part of the frost guard, but they are not one and the same. Correct me if I'm wrong. My knowledge of this far north on the Freljord is rather limited.
No, you're pretty much correct. Thralls tend to
Yes.
be more trolls that have gotten out of control, and so Lysandra takes
Are you
matters
not?
into her hand.
Are you not a part of it? Are you a part of the Ice Guard faction then? I understand that the Freljord is rather politically split. Or are you a vassal?
We You mean this village itself, or you mean the Frostguard?
The village, who rules it? Is it the Frostguard that rules it? Or is it someone else that works with the Frostguard?
We pretty much have our own independence here. As
Ah,
long
so you're a
as
vassal.
as long as our strongest and finest join the Frostguards themselves,
Yeah, so
we
you're a
have no
vassal
issues.
state.
Yes.
Yes.
It's why, as you could probably tell, most of the village here is just mothers and their children and wives waiting.
I'm surprised that she hasn't taken any Iceborne here.
The
'Cause
Iceborne that were here are part of the Frostguards, some of the higher up elites.
that's also strange, considering what she uses Iceborne.
We have heard the rumors, but
Question. What is it that you think about the Ice Guard?
about the Frostguard,
Yes. Do you like them?
I mean, they help keep the village safe. They help keep
Mm,
the war basically further down south rather than crossing the boundaries to here. And as much as what
not
people
her.
will say about Lysandra, she's keeping those monsters under the ice asleep.
There it is. He looks to Alari or Delris. Delris currently.
Yeah.
You can try your best, but they've chosen their side in this, and they have justifications for it.
I mean, they're not part of anything that we're going against. They're just here.
No, but to answer your question about why they're here and why they like the Sanja, they have justification for it.
Alexander thought today was going.
Oh, speaking of Alexander and where we're going, the tavern, is it an inn connected to, or is it just a tavern?
Is it a what? Sorry, you broke up there.
The tavern, does it have an inn with it as well? Or
Yeah,
does
yeah,
it just
yeah.
serve
It's like a
one?
place where you can stop for the night kind of thing. We rarely get visitors and such, but sometimes we get people of higher up status coming to either swear allegiance to or
People of higher
talk.
Like
Interesting.
high-ranking Frostguard, I think she's talking about.
No, even people outside of the Freljord that understand what Lysandra's doing.
She's talking about diplomats.
Yes. Are any of the diplomats currently here? I myself am a diplomat of another nation. Always find it fun to meet with others.
One of them is oddly strange-looking lady, but she's been spending most of her time up at the Citadel itself rather than here. She just passed through that one time.
Strange looking lady? Like, how strange? How strange?
She just gives an air about it that something's off.
What's she like?
We know of who this is.
What? Do we?
We'll explain to you later. If it's who I think it is, due to Mariah's little tidbit. Question, was there a lot of purple with this lady?
Yes, yes, yes.
That confirms what I'm thinking. In that case, Mariah was right, and she's not entirely crazy. Good job, Mariah.
What?
You're not entirely crazy. We'll explain in more comfortable settings. I imagine it's a little bit cold to explain such things out here.
The last person we had to come through aside from her was an oddly crazed, scrawny-looking guy.
Crazed, scrawny looking guy? Did he have a tank on his back?
Bandages over his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit of one.
Singed.
What a
When the-
coward.
Why is he a coward? I feel there's questions I need to ask this party about Singed.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll fill you in time, don't you worry.
Well, at least we
Yes.
stopped him from blowing this place up.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's
This
not
is the
something
first
you
time.
say to locals.
Wait,
Delris, we need to discuss. You know,
he would. From what we saw of him, he was a bit odd, a bit eccentric, but he wouldn't blow anyone up. He even gifted.
No.
He even gifted toys to the kid children.
He gave toys to kids?
Yes.
Tank,
Speaking-
bandages on his face? You're sure it's the same guy?
Pretty sure, yes.
Creepy?
Yeah, a bit of a creepiness, especially with that odd green eye, but yeah,
This is Singed they're talking about, right? As far
yes,
as I can tell.
yes.
You may want to remove those toys from those children.
I mean, they've had it for weeks now and nothing bad's happened.
Yeah, no, just get rid of it. Don't trust anything that he gives anyone.
I'm
It's,
lost in this conversation.
He's very notorious for experimenting on children. So
They're gonna roll in it. She's gonna roll an insight on you, but unfortunately she doesn't have the best modifier.
I mean, Delris wholly believes this fact.
Are you sure we're talking about the same person?
Yeah. From your description, yeah. Just
I just don't see him doing that. I
no,
mean,
he would.
Well, think of it for the moment before you overdo yourself in the confusion and overthinking it.
Hey,
Sides of conflict.
Yes.
Apparently,
sorry, I think Santa's
associated.
really quiet.
Oh,
Yeah,
apologies. I apologize.
I think you were a bit louder earlier, and it's just gotten quieter as time's gone. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I was just going to ask,
You're
how
okay.
close are we to the Frostguard Citadel now?
You could definitely see it like towering over the village.
Oh,
Like,
good lord. Alekxander is growing more impatient as every second goes by. You are basically cock-teasing him at this point.
Like, you feel when the sun sets to a certain position in the sky, as it shines through the ice of the citadel, it's just going to bathe this entire village in like a blue light.
but it's like, yeah, just do yourself a favor with the toys. Just caution,
Fact.
get rid of them.
All right, I guess.
Alekxander approaches Citadel with intent.
I know how.
Slowly.
I know from personal experience how fucked up that man is.
Alekxander
From
approaches the citadel. Everyone that's still
personal
talking with the lady, you just hear, just going more quiet in the distance, just a dun 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 dun.
From personal experience, I think it is probably a good idea that we get a move on. Our friend is getting antsy to get out of the snow. In that, Mr. Alekxander, I know you wish to get to business immediately, but I think it might be a good idea to stop by the inn and tavern first, just in case it's an overnight stay, yes?
He goes, I don't really want to stay in the inn so close to my goal, given that we're basically in the hands of the enemy here.
You've waited a long time already. What is one night going to do?
It is not the night that I am worried about, Kuiper. It is our location. We are right next to the motherfucker. If she's going to
Well,
find us anywhere, she's going to find us napping at the fucking inn in the village 2 meters over.
Not whilst I'm
Well-
awake.
yes, also I don't sleep either, and I should stay militarily trained. In that, though, he's gonna look at the person. Thank you, you've had a wonderful time. Can they go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw as I'm using Stone Room?
That's a fail.
He looks at them. Forget every conversation you had here, especially the part where Alekxander mentioned that we were the enemy.
The face just goes a bit blank.
While her face is blank, he's moving on. You can redo your entire conversation with them if you want, but I'm not leaving somebody here with that knowledge, especially someone loyal. Continues moving on.
Okay, I'm going with you.
Alexander's going to have a nice, good look at this citadel. He's not going to go in, but he's been waiting a while. Do not wait for Alexander. Alexander will catch up in about 10-15 minutes.
I'm going with you.
Basil.
We're following
As
you.
interesting as the strategy is for the tavern, I'm interested in what you do. I mean, I'm here because of you, so I'd like to know what your strategy is, if there is any. And if not, well, I am here to assist, so I might as well assist when needed.
So I should ask this of peeps, given how the talk is going. Make me a wisdom check, please.
Okay.
Wisdom check.
Yes. Delris, yours is going to be with disadvantage, unfortunately,
Why?
because it's mainly been Alari through the strip. It's still a pass, mind you, but still.
Delris is good at wisdom. She's a monk.
So Kuiper and Alekxander, not so much. Everyone else, that's a thumbs up. You get the feeling, and Delris, you have to kind of delve into what Alari saw for this, that the side of the citadel you're facing at the moment isn't an entrance, it's just a side. The main entrance itself is essentially put just under a couple of days' walk from the village. But if you were to try and get in through a different entrance, if you could try and find one, that may shorten it.
That is, I believe, the goal.
Yes, if you try to go for a different entrance just for the side it's facing itself, it does cut it down to pretty much you'll be getting in there next nightfall.
Yes, actually, while we're doing this, before I explain, Miss Delris, your friend, compatriot, associate, Mariah, had a little inner conversation with someone attempting to find a lower entrance. That's the purple lady. Won't happen. I've removed what was causing it. But
Okay.
I believe that might be the best route to get to where we need to go, unless something demands that we go through the main entrance. Anybody wanting to do that?
Mm.
Seems kind of stupid to go through the main entrance.
Not entirely. I do technically am technically a diplomat. But I get the feeling, though, that they know who all of you are from your past experiences. Speaking of which, why are we all walking about in mid-daylight in a city ruled by these people when they know that you're the enemy?
Well, that is why I was curious why we were staying at their inn, so I'm just sort of rolling with it now, to be honest.
Well, the staying at the end was me trying to get the conversation because I didn't want to mention key details to the lady. So it made more interest for me to ask her, as we're travelers, that we're going to the inn than we're going to the Citadel.
Oh.
I apologize. I may not have relayed that to you as well as I had hoped.
Oh, don't let me, like, maybe you do talking. I'm a terrible liar.
I can tell.
Then onwards!
Yes.
I
You
just
have
say
a-
what
you-
I'm thinking for the most part. Like,
You have other talents, my dear. Very good talents, but
good at punching
lying is
things.
not exactly. And you've also got a positive demeanor and a kind smile. And lying is a talent that, quite frankly, unless you're in my field of work, you shouldn't be proud about.
Hmm.
Anywho,
Sister's good at lying.
I wouldn't go to that extreme. Your sister suffers from a similar issue that you do. The only difference is that your sister is able to relate in a more professional manner that makes somebody believe. In that, though, shall we attempt to find this lower entrance?
Yeah.
Let's
Music
do
to
that as soon as
Alexander.
possible.
Wonderful. Yes. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything?
Approaching with in fucking tension.
So
Only thing I have to add is say the word. I have a distraction if need be.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
so you're carrying on.
Yes.
It will eventually reach. Oh,
Do we remember, like, any of the ideas we had for this breaking people out thing?
We had none.
No ideas, no strategy whatsoever. We're working
don't-
on nothing. I was really hoping you all would have created a strategy at some point.
We can't create a strategy when we don't know a layout of this place, or
Actually,
go.
since we're being up forward about how shaky this plan is, I would like to state that I have just met you all, and although I am assisting you, I think it's fairly obvious it's for my own agendas in this. In that, if the going gets tough, I will protect you until I deem my life in threat of protecting you. I have no loyalty to any of you. I'm simply here out of the kindness of my heart. I wanted to put that forward because I don't want to trick anybody into thinking that I'm going to end up betraying you.
as for
I'm not expecting martyrdom-based acts on people I've only known for a month, for goodness sake.
as for
Yes,
the whole
you would,
getting
you would, you would be surprised.
as for the whole getting lost situation, don't worry about that. The white lady will hold up her.
Hey.
Not the white lady. Fuck.
You need to get back to your game, damn it. No ghosts in this one!
The poison lady will hold up her hand to show that she has embedded the medallion of the maze into it. I
Does that do?
know the way.
Oh, wonderful.
Then lead the way.
I don't
Well,
remember this medallion.
I know the way when
There's
we
a
get
gap in
in, I should state.
Oh, okay.
I suppose there needed to be a drawback. In that, I suppose we need to find the way in. If there's a low entrance, it must be low. Actually, now that I think about it, how did you guys get in here the first time?
We didn't. We haven't been here.
But you've been to this area.
Correct.
Close. And it wasn't exactly
What
by
do
invitation. But we were
What
on
do
much
you
more
rem-
neutral terms at the time, I suppose.
What do you remember?
I don't know. I was incredibly new to the party. I thought we were off to go punch an island.
I remember as her landing on our ship and trying to take us to be frozen in ice.
I believe you convinced
The-
them otherwise. Situation is at least.
Because then the frickin' thing happened with the mist.
The area that you were at, which garnered their attention, was it a place of high importance?
We were in midair.
You were not in midair.
Were we not?
No, we were actually down below. We came up. We ended up on the bridge. She didn't jump on our ship. We were on the bridge. There were thralls on our ship, though, but I can't say that as Fright. So that's why I'm asking these questions as Fright.
I don't know.
You mentioned that you stopped an individual from blowing something up. Does that connect with why you were here last time?
Oh, yeah, we stopped. We were getting the bombs because Singed planted bombs all over the Citadel.
Where at?
The lake, the ice lake, where the Watchers are.
There we go. Now that's something important. How do you get down from the Citadel? How did you get down from the Citadel?
We were by the bridge, I think.
The bridge. Can I see the bridge? As we get closer to the Citadel, I'm assuming
having-
she's
Hard time recalling it myself, and my brain is starting to go for the night, so I'm kind of like trying to recall details.
Okay.
So,
Are the Watchers below? As in, is the lake below at a different level of the Citadel than all of this?
you would recall that it was, yes.
Something so important needs a lower door to get to, right?
Yes, so.
And I think it's no coincidence that purple lady, white lady. Now there's a purple lady and a porcelain lady.
And a grey lady.
Soon we're gonna have a whole fucking color scheme.
Mortis.
Fright. Mortis. Fright looks. I think that's a good place to start. I don't think it's any coincidence that the evil purple lady talking of a lower entrance near other purple things.
So, okay.
I remember we fell
Okay.
at parts. I remember having to catch someone.
I still think that might be the best location to check at the moment.
I also remember catching somebody. It took an hour for that to be resolved.
Oh god. We don't talk about the hour long did you catch it, did you not catch someone falling at terminal velocity. So, given it is nighttime, as you're halfway between here and the Citadel, are you stopping to rest for the night?
Alekxander is very ready to get on with this.
Fright is not. The night is probably the best time that we can do this.
Okay.
Because at least the trolls will be asleep. He doesn't know about the thralls, but anybody that's mortal or is a troll will probably be asleep at this point.
Okay. In that case, I need to know who has dark vision.
I technically have goggles with dark vision.
I have Devil Sight.
Okay.
Fright has dark vision.
Okay, so it's
But does not have dark vision, but he does have a glowing sword.
fair.
I have dark vision. Fire, Genasi have dark vision.
And I'm not going to ask it of
Nice.
Mariah and Poison Lady because they're not here.
Or Sun Lady has dark vision.
No, I've got to ask it because that only leaves Mariah up in the. Mariah does not have dark vision, but she does have a torch.
Yeah. Also, it's Mariah. The world. She doesn't move around the world moves around her.
It's Mariah. She's already got plenty of light coming from her hair as the castle has lit up all its lights. But yes, as you are moving around, Alekxander, you just feel a bit of a movement in your beard. And just knowing what that is, you just kind of turn yourself and just kind of head a little bit off, not to raise any suspicions. What
Just
are you
thinking really hard to himself, is it time?
What are you wanted to do with the spider?
As I said, I'm thinking really hard to myself because this is how Alekxander believes that conversation works with the spider. Is it time?
Time for what exactly?
You seem to be getting a little antsy and ready to go, right?
Oh yes, no, we are ready to scout whenever. But it would be better doing so when we are closer, no?
Continues.
Who is he speaking to?
All in his head, Kuiper. It's all in his head.
You
Or
know
are
what? You know
head?
what? I
That'd
know
be
you.
your fucking brain train.
You know what? I was worried. I know you was worried about me saying this stuff, but it's not going to be a perception or a sleight of hand out. What I want from Kuiper is an insight check. Yeah, no, he's just talking to himself, just prepping himself up, getting himself nice and hype.
It's in my head, Lee. I'm
Um,
thinking as hard
Oh
as
yeah,
I can.
yeah. No, it's more a case of with you having just moved slightly off to the side and then rejoining the group.
Can-
It's just you're a bit antsy. You needed to get a bit more out.
Can Fright, as a military commander, kind of do an insight as well as he looks at Alexander's antsiness?
Yes, but as I said, this is going to be a high DC because the
No, that
conversation
is
was in the brain chain.
That is
There's no brain chain.
There is. It's
Brain
between
chain.
Alexander and Speedy.
No,
No brain
not a
chain,
brain
plant,
chain.
man.
There's only 2 people in it.
It's just a very shit chain.
Don't
It's a-
take this from me.
It's a brain chain between Alexander, the spider, Elise, and at least 3 eggplants that have somehow developed the power of psychic. So what did you roll there, Santa?
a dirty 20.
The best way you could describe it, just by looking at Alexander's behavior, you're not sure if it's just him getting hyped up or a bit of hesitance or a bit of plotting and planning, like, if we go here, then we go here kind of thing. Like, it's hard to get a grasp on what he's doing exactly with the movement, but there's definitely some
You-
thought behind it.
Are you okay, Alexander?
About to save a wife that I thought was dead for 5 years. Forgive me if I'm a little all over the place.
You don't have to ask for my forgiveness. I was simply asking if you were all right. What we're doing is quite dangerous. Many people could die, especially you.
You are no longer allowed to give positive reinforcement.
I'm not giving positive reinforcement.
You are
I'm
no
giving
longer
you-
allowed to give reinforcement.
Fair enough, but without my reinforcement, you very well may die. I'm pointing out something.
Point of no
happening.
reinforcement.
You need to be careful. If you die, the whole point of this mission is kind of null, isn't it?
Makes some
So if you're
sense.
thinking about strategy, take time to think about strategy. Don't go rushing into combat if you know that you can't win. And if we all know that we can't win, we get the hell out of Dodge.
Good for Alekxander.
So,
Let's finish
Honor.
the town trip, damn it.
as you
I want to make it very clear that honor no longer matters at this point in the conflict.
carry on heading up this way, I am going to make the last roll of the night.
One nugget. All number good.
Kuiper,
Hi.
make me a perception check.
But why?
Boopity boopity. Why do I have to percept? I'm the worst percept. Wah.
In the darkness to your right, you swear you see a large figure striding through the snow. By large, I mean it's towering.
Was it slender or could I not?
You can't really tell, as it just looked like one giant line. And then you see 3 others and realize they're just long legs. It's just moving slowly and gently, almost as if it's doing so purposely as not to cause too much shockwaves through the ground. But as
What
you
on earth is that?
carry on upwards, with your devil sight being able to see, even with its range of 120 feet, you can't see to the top of it. But it does have a giraffe-like build of long legs to a body and then a long craning neck. And then, for a moment, it looks towards you with one piercing blue eye before turning its attention away.
Jack!
Make me... I know I said I was getting the last one, but I want you
God
to
damn
make...
it.
But then you make a perception error, so this is going to be the actual last roll for tonight.
Alright.
Make me a wisdom check to try and piece 2 and 2 together. And then I realized that that fucking doesn't matter as that wasn't in this game. Shit.
What?
What?
Okay, so this wisdom check, it was to check up on something. See if you can recall something from the Freljord.
Is this what I think it is? If it is, it still works.
What?
Is it one of the Wanderers, the giant deer things
You
from
have
the
heard-
void?
You have heard of a Freljordian legend
Good.
called the Bale Striders, which are a dark omen, essentially put. Creatures that, essentially put, they're usually seen up around this place, but rarely. But this is the only area it is. They were once magnificent and terrible beings before being twisted far beyond their original form, and moved at the command of the 3 sisters, thanks to the bargain with the Watchers. And wouldn't you know it, here is one right now, observing you, and then promptly ignoring you.
Shit, it's an observation duty. We might get banned at any moment.
And that is where we're leaving it for tonight. Because I had the realization, go, yeah, make me a wisdom check to see if you remember. And then as soon as you rolled it, I went, no, wait, that was the Wednesday game.
Yeah.
So, but wisdom check still implies for remembering legends and such, so I kept with that. So, for those watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Sorry again for the abrupt ending to the first part and us having to stitch 2 different recordings together because I found that OBS does not like that little PNG tuber thing. At the same time as Discord and Roll20. Essentially, but I'm going to have to look into that a bit more. But thank you for watching. Yet again, check out Echoes of the Past and Sirens Through the Fog.
Do you mean Sirens
Sure.
Through the Mist?
I mean Sirens Through Spotify. We're on Spotify now. Sirens Through the Fog.
You positive?
Sirens Through the SoundCloud.
And
Science
we will see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Definitely. Definitely Dark Tides of Runeterra. Definitely not the Dark Tides of Fear, right? I need to double check, like.
It's Idiot's Guide to Runeterra / Zadabat /
Idiot's Guide to
It's the Edge of
Runeterra.
Dark Tides of Runeterra.
With SCP from the SCP series.
Starring Cafe Martinez.
Now featuring Martinez mode, featuring Sen from every fucking game we've ever played series,
If this keeps coming up, I will add Sen to bloody Spelljammers.
Oh my god, please. Oh my god, yes.